Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mork Borg, Rites from the Holy Mountain. We are back after a short hiatus. I'm glad you could all catch us this Friday evening. We are here for part two of, I believe it's called Treasure of the Troll King. Before I hand things over to Rob to get us rolling, I just want to take a minute to thank all of you for watching. Thank our sponsors, Die Hard Dice. I had to think about it for a goddamn minute. Die Hard Dice, Session Zero Clothing, 1985 games, and Free League for this wonderful series. You can check them out at the links I'm about to drop in chat. And Rob, take it away.
Hello, I am Robert G. Reeve. The G stands for Game Master. You can find me. It does not. You can find me at Robert G. Reeve on Twitter, on Twitch, on Patreon, because I started putting out content. It's all 5e stuff. It's not Mork Borg stuff, but tonight it's Mork Borg, so let's not talk about that. I'm excited. I'm shaven now. I'm clean shaven. Last time you saw me, I might have had a big poofy beard, but here we are now. Less here, more up here. Dan, what's up?
You look a little upside down. Like the hair just kind of swapped.
In like a Stranger Things kind of way?
Yeah, like a Stranger Things. Like you're the upside down version. Hi, I'm Dan. You can find me here as Carl with a Z, the silent Z, of course. I'm an occult herb master, and I will be trying to survive for another episode somehow. I don't know. We've somehow made it through. You can find me on Nat One Fun and all of those. You just go to the website, type /Nat One Fun. You'll probably find me.
Pass the mic.
What about Selena?
Hi, my name's Selena. I am _Ubidic on Twitter. I have other social media that's not really worth mentioning. I'm just kind of floating around. I am playing Uther Geistma. He's a fanged deserter who's barely limping along. Uh-oh.
I gotta ask, how did your getting better go?
Well, I used the curse dice. So
Did you get worse?
yeah.
Oh no!
Did you and I trade places as like frail old Nan and Tank?
There are more hit points.
I did get more hit points, but I'm gonna need them, man.
Okay.
I wasn't sure how different classes leveled up. I had to reread a couple of them and compare. And Uther does not gain new fanged deserter abilities. You just get one item at character creation that's special to you. So Uther,
it's my shit covered sword.
For better or for worse. Vin, do you want to say hey?
Yeah, Vin.
Well, hi guys. Long time fan, first time caller.
We are incredibly excited to have you joining us finally.
Hell yeah.
I know, right?
Hell yeah.
Since session 0 to now. Anticipation. But and then EvanBoxVA on Twitter, and I'll be playing Oath Your Wretched Royalty. That's not the character voice, but what the title? You have to say it like that.
That's fair. Oh, it's me? Is it me?
I think it's
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Okay. Hi, I'm Raven. I'm playing Huria. Okay. Y'all may know me as Wreck-It Raven. You know. And I am playing a heretical priest who is secretly trying to create a harem. Not so secretly. Not so secretly. And also maybe trying to, I don't know, quell a troll king and tame it for nefarious purposes.
Y'all, last episode was so tense.
Or was that really just part of the harem?
One will never know.
Or will we?
Or will we?
And I am Ian E. Muller, founder of Gehenna Gaming. I'm not going to talk too much about myself because I'm here all the goddamn time. And I am playing the Decrepit one of the occult herb master. No, I'm not an occult herb master.
I was like, that me, though.
Esoteric hermit. That's what I am. I'm a necromancer. Necromancer by trade.
If you got better, I'm just imagining that scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender where like Uncle Iroh spends months getting super ripped in prison, and then he just like unleashes like super cut body.
Just wait. I literally increased my hit points by 4 times.
Jesus.
Yeah. He didn't just leveled up, he like multiplied up.
I'm the Decrepit 3 now.
Decrepit 4.
There's 4 of us in this trench
Oh my
coat.
god, he skipped 2. He really leveled up.
All right. Before we get started, I'm going to jump over into our lovely credits designed by Dan here with music by SneakerNet. You can find them in the link I dropped in chat.
Okay. So we are playing part 2 of Treasures of the Troll King, and we meandered through some sewers to arrive at the Troll King's chapel. So to give a refresh, we'll set the scene. You are in the sewers beneath the capital city of Galgenbeck. The city is built on the ruins of itself, and beneath the sewers, the bones of the old city fester. That's where you are. The Troll King Niduk was exiled, driven into these depths to rot and die. Now twisted by hatred and rage, he oversees the small domain he has carved for himself in a forgotten chapel to a murdered god. So you have been meandering through these sewers, getting into a couple of random encounters. Let's see. Chime in with anything you remember. I remember our little kekek guy very well.
I am not ready. I am not ready to revisit that. Please skip.
He collected fingers. I believe he collected one of Harria's fingers, right?
That is correct.
I'm jealous.
And the only word that he knew was ke, remixed into various quantities of syllables. Did anybody fall in poop last time?
Fall in poop?
No, there was a wave of poop.
There's a wave of poop. And
I don't know why I
Haria
raised my hand.
I did. It was me.
She wasn't here, but she actually fell in poop. No, Haria actually was completely doused. If I'm not mistaken.
So was I. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
I just stood there and
I just didn't care. Yeah.
You found some kind of a sorcerer or prophet who was standing near a well, the bottom of a shaft of a well. Haria, you recruited a new ally who came and went all in the span of one session.
Mm-hmm.
Graft.
Fuck
Graft
Graft.
ran off with all of the silver from the bottom of the wishing well, which may or may not be cursed.
Worked out great.
Yeah,
for
but
him.
we killed him, so it's fine.
Right?
Did you though?
Totally.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, as far as I know, absolutely. Fuck that guy.
you inflicted grievous wounds that would normally kill a person, but the body mysteriously vanished. So
I think it was kick.
And then also at the beginning of last session, and when you first walked into the sewers, you cut free a chained up creature that had a lantern for a head. No head, just lantern.
Yes.
When we killed the
went-
old guy at the altar, me and Carl with a Z that is silent.
You did.
And the old guy
That's
had
true.
a silver coin, and someone picked up that silver coin. Was that you?
That was
Decrepit one?
Decrepit
Yeah.
one.
That's what I thought.
I don't like
So-
how you said that.
You are at the entrance to a chapel that has sunk from the city above into the sewers. And as this city has sunk, things have just been paved over. So you have no idea what the ceiling of this place could be. But you're looking around at a natural foliage, hedges and shrubs sprouting from the brickwork of these sewers. It's warm and cloying. There's faint sounds of bells ringing from the north, and a rustling coming from the bushes. You're not even sure how these bushes are here. Bushes generally need sunlight, and there is no sunlight to be found.
I have currently my plank of wood with nail,
Mm-hmm.
if I remember correctly, several nails. It was like a freaking
Right. How could I forget the titular troll?
the troll.
Raven, why don't you tell us about Harya's harrowing encounter with the troll at the very end of last session?
Well, Hurya may or may not have, this secret agenda. And while my comrades, if you can call them that, were so quick to dispose of said troll, I am attempting to tame it. So as I walked up to it and I kind of just whispered sweet nothings, arms up, instead of attacking me, it ran away. How very dare.
I think my favorite part of you deciding to tame this troll is that you heard a rumor in the tavern that a priestess was trying to tame a troll. And you're a priestess, and you were just like, I've decided this rumor is about me.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the rumor, and I'm going to make it true.
Mm-hmm.
They're all the best rumors.
Yeah. That's
Life imitates art, imitates life.
Yeah. Of course.
Imitates life.
So I think I took a bunch of stuff off the old man's altar after praying at it, and I got some visions. That was the only other, I was able to commune with the dead.
True. Yes.
That's the
You
only
got
thing I think we
The
missed.
scroll or whatever it was.
I got a scroll. I got a couple other things. And I replaced the mirror on the altar with my broken one, and then you took the broken one.
Mm-hmm.
And I got the coin, and the coin hasn't taught. I don't think the coin has whispered to me yet. But you mentioned that they do.
Oh, do you wanna focus on this coin?
It did.
Yeah.
It did. Because it said something about burning scrolls.
Yes, it did.
Mhm.
You're right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
And
Sorry, I don't know why I remember that. I don't remember anything. Here we are.
And I took
You're
like a
welcome.
collection of papers that I went through briefly.
When we are divergent of Neros, who knows what sticks and what goes?
If you're
I was-
expecting a linear callback.
I was out sick last week, so I'm just imagining Uther like in the reverse of that
I got
gif.
plans for you.
Well, in my brain, the reverse of that gif, and yes, I pronounce it with a hard G, of that kid like
should.
doing this and then
Correctly.
disappearing. The reverse of that happens, where I just materialize and I'm like, hey, been here the whole time.
So you mentioned so other than Harya has like gone into the room previously to kind of attempt to communicate or tame the troll, and he ran away. Other than that, I've been kind of in the lead, like leading us because it's dark and I don't care. This is zero self-preservation.
It's dark and fuck you, kill me.
Dare you? You mentioned there was a bush rustling.
Yes. There's a rustling bush.
So I have a grappling hook.
Oh, okay.
I'm choosing to make it as useless as possible. There's no rope. I just have a grappling hook.
Okay.
When the bush starts rustling, I'm just gonna hook it into the bush.
All hook, no rope. Got it.
Yeah, I'll hook, no rope. I'm just gonna huck it into the bush. He's like, ah!
Okay. Uther and Ulf, you two are lurking together in a bush. When a grappling hook flies in between the two of you. Now, you can decide between the two of you what you are doing in that bush. I'm not going to impose that upon you. And I'm really putting you on the spot. Welcome to the game, Vin.
I was about to say, like, I wanted some backstory in this bush real quick. Like,
But what's so also while this bush is like
Uther
rustling,
might be giving you some front story
Freya
too.
just kind of looks down. Just gotta double check.
I mean, I don't know. Uther
I'm down
Uther
for
does
whatever.
have Uther does
Down
have
for
like
whatever. Welcome.
Uther's a bit gimpy. Like,
Describe yourself.
oh boy. So I've described Uther before as sort of like a really terrible version of the War Boys from Mad Max Fury Road. Like pale, gaunt, covered in sores, covered in scars that are self-inflicted, like teeth that have been filed down to a point, just not really pleasant to look at. So
A Mork Borg 6.
yeah, like whatever floats your boat, I guess.
I mean, you have a pulse and you're breathing, so who's complaining? It works.
Needs
Vin,
must.
Does anything stand out about Ulf?
Ulf looks like if you granted a possum's wish to become human. It's kind of scraggly and feral.
I just see like the weasel from like Suicide Squad.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
with the eyes that, like
Oh my God.
drift.
Oh, and I
Licking a
forgot
window.
the forehand.
The raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy, and I was like, weirdly hot. Wait, no, the weasel, that's different.
Yeah, no.
I'm imagining Ulf giving Uther kind of like the eye, like, hey, there's a bush over there, and Uther's just like, yeah, right.
Like, they were really good friends. They were companions in life,
They were bush
as
mates.
historians would say.
They were bush.
They were roommates.
The rent on this bush is out of control. Do you want to split it?
Okay.
Wink.
So I
Back
hooked.
on track.
Yeah, I hooked. I just like
Really?
hunk of metal narrowly misses both of you. I'm not even rolling to hit. I'm just like movement. Whoosh.
Really beating around the bush here.
Can she die first?
Yeah, slow clap that one out. That was precious.
I will be here
yeah,
hopefully for another
you,
few hours.
You see a gap in the bush where your grappling hook is, and you spy at least one humanoid body lurking there. Whether it's Uther or Ulf. I don't know.
I kind of just like look over at the decrepit when I say, darling, is that Francois over there? Have you found him? Tell him he's
No.
fired.
Meanwhile, from
Is
behind us,
Francois missing?
Francois ran off.
Yeah,
ran
he
off.
ran away.
When we
Yeah,
saw the
okay.
Troll King, he was like, "Nope," and ran away.
He was like, okay, miss, and then ran.
Yep. Okay. Francois missing.
I think Ulf is going to be the first to crawl out. Just casual dusting themselves off and looking at whatever this is.
I'm going to threateningly shake a giant severed toe at you.
I was.
Quiet.
I First of all, that is very rude. Second, that is very disgusting. And three, what happened to decency and privacy among the woods?
Decency and privacy. This isn't you're in a bush, for fuck's sake.
At the mention of decency and privacy, Uther's going to like slink out of the bush and stand up and preen a bit.
Uther.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, darling, you look awful.
So I look normal.
No, you look worse than shit.
Which could be considered an improvement, but we're going to go with worse.
Oh. I kind of just look at Carl with a Z and I squint.
I look back at her.
There's like a little like, that was a good one.
And I kind of look back and forth because I recognize Uther, obviously. So I'm like,
Who's your friend, Uther?
Ulf, right? That's your name. Yes. We
Wounded. Absolutely scarred.
we didn't have time for names.
What were you doing in the bush?
flesh and bone and blood. I start wandering off.
What weren't they doing?
What weren't we doing, right?
I mean, I suppose
Uh,
danger can be an aphrodisiac.
So
I would expect getting with Uther is danger in itself.
Oh. And I just kind of like walk over and like start walking. We're in this room and I'm gonna start walking towards the wall. Just to kind of like see if I can maybe pick up on where Francois has gone.
Okay, you're going to follow and look for Francois. Got it.
You said there was only one other exit in this room, right?
So, you're standing, you're surrounded by bushes. There's the way back that you
Yep.
came from, and then there are some stairs up to a heavy wooden door that's currently ajar. Faintly, you can hear bells ringing from the other side of it, kind of irregularly.
And then is there anywhere else?
There's a chained dog by the door that is laying down with its like paws all up in the air. It may or may not be alive.
I'm going to wander over to the dog.
I'm going to follow the decrepit one and then kind of turn and look at like Uther and Ulf. And I squint, but not like the friendly squint. It's just like I'm still trying to size you up kind of squint.
there's a friendly squint?
Yes, but this is not it.
Like the kawaii squint.
No, it's the squint that me and Carl have.
The mutual
Yeah,
squint.
yeah.
Oh.
Mutual
So
squint
I'm kind of
versus-
just sizing you up. And would I know based off of your attire that you were once a prominent figure?
It would be beneficial to my ego, so I'm gonna say yes.
I kind of just like lean in a little bit. And I say, Oof, darling, you were royalty, yes?
I think that since I'm still breathing, unlike most of people I know, I think the past tense is unneeded. Where am I? Am royalty
Oh.
here.
Oh, okay.
I don't like your tone.
That's just fine, dear. I don't mind.
It's very
Um,
condescending.
It is.
You always
Intentionally
speak this
so.
way.
Mm-hmm.
So you're
Yes.
uncouth.
Yes.
Mm.
And it seems like you've maybe lost a little bit of something. Hence why you're here.
You hear the decrepit one muttering to himself as he kind of like skitters over to where the dog is. Thrones in gold and blood and bone.
And bone.
I think.
one.
Sorry.
The decrepit
one.
one just had to think of it.
Bone.
Bone.
Thrones in gold and blood and bone.
Actually, honestly, love that a lot better.
Remember, he's becoming more coherent.
Yep. Those are the signs. I will float over next to the decrepit one, and I will kneel. Like, I'll do the occult herb master kneel, where I'd like just bend at the waist instead of like bending my knees to look down at things. And I just wanted to get a closer look at this dead dog, possibly.
Before you do, I actually jut out a hand
Okay.
and stop you. And I pull out one of the giant toes and I nudge the dog.
Yeah.
I just like nudge its head just a little bit.
I kind of catch a glimpse, and then I turn it back around to Ulf and I say, well, darling, royalty now or past doesn't matter. Welcome.
So
Enjoy
we've
your
got-
stay.
We've
And-
got the decrepit one and Carl are by the dog.
Yep. And now
Which
I'm
one?
going to head over by the dog as well.
When the decrepit one pokes the dog with the giant toe bone that he harvested from pilgrims who were carrying a giant casket, the dog erupts. It explodes like something full of like moving stuff.
Oh.
And a wave of spiders comes out of it and
Oh,
starts
okay.
swarming near you.
Good.
Let's roll initiative.
Uther's like rootling around in the bush that he came out of, looking for his gear and clothes and like just trying to cobble himself back together. So I think he's kind of oblivious to the spider explosion.
Got it.
I've rolled initiative, and the enemies will go first, and
Okay.
then you all roll a d6 and add your agility bonus to determine the order you go in.
7.
Where is
6.
There it is. Initiative.
Spiders.
My agility's a -2.
Hell yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
It
Oh,
is in
I
Mork
needed to
Borg.
click. I needed to click my token first and then do it. Got it. Boom. Ooh, 8.
Oh, nice.
With my modifier, I got a 1.
Some kick-ass spiders in here anywhere.
It's
A
okay
lot.
if you don't find them. That's okay.
I'm strangely all right with it.
We'll do one big spider. Okay, there's our spiders.
On top of Carl's head.
Uh-huh. Okay, Carl got an 8. Decrepit one, what'd you get?
6.
6.
I got a 7.
Harry, a 7. Ooh.
No, not ooh. God, no. What am I gonna do? I know what I'm
got
gonna
like
do.
a 1.
Not like a
Uther?
1. It was a 1.
I'm trying to understand how I got a 20.
Call a
That
spade a
doesn't
spade.
sound right.
Yeah, what?
A 20 is impossible. That's correct.
Roll a d6.
Yeah, I think.
Roll a
D6 plus or
d6.
minus your
Okay,
agility.
7,000.
I got a 90. Okay. 4 plus. Now let's do math. Let's see.
Uh-oh, we got to be math queers tonight.
What's your agi?
It said I don't know why does it say 16. That does not sound right.
No.
It ain't right. It's d6
Yeah.
plus your agi.
Roll the 4. Let's see what your character sheet says. We'll take a look really quick.
Awkward things.
Yeah,
And
your
I'm banging my
strength is
notes.
your strength says 11, your agility says 16, your presence says 8, your toughness says 14. Did you port over like a 5th edition D&D character? Is that what happened here?
I think it wasn't it like totals and then modifiers, and we put the modifiers. She might have put the totals versus
That's
the
a great
modifiers.
Oh, right.
Let's-
I think that's what. might have
We'll convert
happened.
these really quick. Don't worry. It'll take just a minute. So if you got an 11, that becomes a +1. No, that becomes a +0. So your
That's
strength is
what I
0.
did, Yeah.
If you got a 16 agility, that becomes a +2.
Nice.
Pretty dang good. If you got 8 presence, that's a -1. And if your toughness is a 14, that is +1. Okay, so if you rolled a 4,
Thank you.
we're adding 2. You got a 6 for initiative.
We got there.
Perfection.
I gotta say, your stats look a lot better than Uther's.
It's
But
not
who's counting?
hard to do.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. The monsters are up first. And they are spiders. They're scurrying. They're aggressive.
Of course they
Ian,
are.
you poked them. They are going to crawl up your giant bone.
Oh no! Don't
And they
say
are going-
that.
They are going to swarm over your hand and start biting.
Me?
No, me.
No.
Oh, I was about
there
to say,
are-
oh, hell no. Oh,
I'm
hell.
rolling a d20 to tell you how many there are. So this could be just
Hell
a couple,
yeah.
or it could be a lot.
Don't like that.
11.
All right, right down the middle.
11 spiders.
Okay. Okay.
You know, to make it really fun and frisky as a DM running this.
Yeah, running 11 NPCs.
Just
in a
run
fight
11
is
of 'em. Who
Super
cares?
easy.
Hey, just be happy it's not 20, pal.
Yeah, right.
Some of these spiders are scurrying up your bone, and they're trying to bite you. It would be outrageous if I rolled to bite you 11 times. Like, you're just gonna die.
That would be a lot of damage, yeah.
God, how do I? It's been a minute. I need to remember how to fight. I'm making you make defense rolls. That's right.
Defense
Yes.
rolls.
I make an agility roll for defense.
Yeah. So give me, let's say 3 agility tests.
3? Okay, I can do that. Hey, that's going to be a 7, a 6, and a, what are you? 5.
My internet hiccuped.
Oh,
Hi.
welcome.
Do you need me to give
Hi.
you those numbers again?
I heard 10, 6, and
Uh-oh.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh no.
Oh no.
fuck.
Netgear strikes again.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, no, not
Okay.
that gear. I just, yeah.
All right.
Nightmare.
I'm doing my best.
I said 7, 6, and 5.
7, 6, 5.
Yeah, because
wow.
it's
okay.
hold on. It's a D6 plus my modifier, right?
D20.
Oh, it's a D20. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, whoa, well, 15, 17, 12.
You're A-okay.
Noise.
You see me literally just ignore them. I just look at my hand like, oh, huh.
They're tearing away dead skin that doesn't matter anymore. It's already
They're
dead.
exfoliating.
Yeah.
We love that. We
I'm just
love
like,
that.
huh.
Talking about skincare, gotta,
And then it is Carl's turn.
So Carl is going to rip off his mask. And when he rips off his mask, you can see he is salivating at the mouth, and like there's blood kind of dripping down with the salivation. And he is going to grab as many spiders in his hands as he can and shove them in his mouth.
Yes.
This is excellent. Let's call it an agility test.
Okay.
Mm.
That is a 21.
Oh my.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Well,
How many spiders? Roll,
only-
roll 2d6.
Not only do you eat the
2d6.
spiders, you absorb their memories.
Diablerizing spiders.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
You rolled 2 6s on 2d6. You rolled the max.
Oh
You
my
grab all the spiders and shove all of them into your mouth.
oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I yank my hand back before you also try to eat my hand. I'm just like,
I
"Ah!"
like hold onto your arm like a fucking turkey leg and just the last three.
There's George
I'm
over
envisioning
here.
like corn on the cob.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Um,
I'm holding this bottle of piss and I just kind of put it back. A little sad. I'm a little sad.
I literally have just like tons of spider legs just like crawling like on the outside of my mouth, and I'm just like shoving them in finger by finger.
And I kind of just squint. Darling, if you were hungry, we could have just gotten you something to eat. I think Rob AFK'd. Hi.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Uther's like finally finished putting his pants back on. He's like, "Well, what's going on?"
Yeah, I might need to reset my router or something here. It's hiccuped a solid like 5 times in the past 2 minutes.
Yeah, we are going to go on a short break, folks, just so that we can sort this out. We will be right back. Do not go anywhere. There will be more spider consuming very soon.
All sex.
It's you know, whenever you yell something obscene, the moment that the countdown has hit 0 coming back from it, you're playing a dangerous game, Dan.
I am.
And I think you know it. I think you get off on it.
I am.
You know?
Chat heard that.
Ball sex confirmed.
I'd like to plead the fifth.
There's no pleading the fifth. The evidence is already out there.
You're
But
on
it's
record.
A good try.
Delete the VOD?
You've put
We
it
have
up for all
several
to see.
op- we have
It's
several options.
archived. It's archived.
Gehenna Gaming is NC-17 streaming. We're fine.
Perfect. We love that. Okay. So, ew. I'm ready, but let's go on with this spider
sorry. Yeah.
consumption.
As Carl finishes like licking his fingers, he slurps down the last leg. And of course, like my teeth, my long, sharp teeth are covered in like black ichor.
I know that ichor is wrong, but in my head, I always pronounce it ichor. Like ichor
Ichor.
just sounds like such a weird. Like you look at that word and you're like, ichor, really? Like, oh.
Ichor sounds pretentious.
I'm
Does,
pretentious,
actually.
Selena.
Would you look at this ichor? It's just disgusting.
This icon is ridiculous.
Sounds like an Apple product.
Yes, ichor,
The ichor.
The icon.
the new
Blood of
processor
the
from Apple.
gods.
No,
Oh
God,
no,
no.
nailed it, Rob. That was good.
I hate it
The
here.
ichor.
I'm leaving.
So on that note, I'm just gonna-
They're
I just kind of look at Carl, look at my hand,
Yes.
and I turn and go towards the open door.
so. I'm gonna say one thing here because I think it's funny. The spiders are void spiders, If they bite you, you have to make a presence test or be thrown into the void. You come back shortly after, but it says return changed, reroll all abilities.
What?
Maybe we should have thrown him at Uther.
What does this mean for someone who ingests them?
I guess we will find out.
Okay.
We'll find out if there are consequences for that.
Well, you let the hunger get the best of you.
As I do every night.
Try to take over the world. All right, let's go.
Talk about my midnight
you
Taco
see
Bell.
you see the body that these spiders burst forth from. This animal is connected by a chain near the steps up, where one heavy wooden door is open and ajar.
I walk towards it. That's the door I'm heading towards. After I just kind of give Carl a look like, okay.
Inside here are many broken pews. They're smashed to pieces. They're smashed to pieces and pushed
I
right
heard
over.
many broken pubes. I just want you to understand.
Many
That's what I
broken
heard.
pubes.
And I'm sorry.
After
And
a rough
among the
night,
pubes are pews.
you're standing. You're sitting in the pubes, kneeling.
I'm sorry.
You did this to us. Broken pews smashed to pieces and pushed to the sides of the room. There are stained glass windows. They're covered with filth and grime. You see scenes from forgotten religious text, a story of death, blood, and rebirth. Do you have any lighting? Like what's the lighting sitch, fam?
Carl had a lamp, right?
I had a lamp that
Did you light it?
what I happened to do was
Not that.
have someone hold it while I tried to light the other guy's face. If I'm not mistaken, he ran away. Like I tried to,
Oh, the
to
lamp
use
head,
it to,
yeah, and he
lamp head
he
guy.
snuffed our lamp,
yeah,
and then we
yeah.
lit
He
it
snapped.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an oil lamp, but I used it to, I think, burn a door down.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that.
So unless Ulf has a
I have torches.
hey,
Come
That'll do
through.
it. Come through.
I have nothing, and I'm not asking for anything. I'm just poking my head around and using whatever ambient light there is.
Yeah, I don't have anything either. So I follow up the stairs. I'm assuming I can't see in this room. And I just like kind of reach out for the decrepit one and like try
Ooh.
to like grab onto him.
Do you grab a hold of my shoulder?
Tell me.
So when you grab, if you're grabbing him versus like his, because he has like ratty cloak
Mhm.
on, if you grab him, you will feel the skin shift. Like it's like
Okay.
just kind of like sloughing off his shoulder as you grab a hold of it.
Okay. So I'm kind of like, I have a little bit of cloth and a little bit of skin.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that I'm feeling just all of this like slosh around. Is it falling off?
Nope.
Okay.
It just moves.
So
like it's
I
loose.
just kind of like put my hand there and I giggle. The skin is very loose. And then I continue.
And I very quietly I just mutter, flesh and bone, blood and guts.
And I'm assuming that I hear this since we've spent some time together. And I'm like, yes, that's delightful, darling. Bone, flesh, blood, guts. This is fascinating. And then I just kind of like keep holding on to you, and as you like continue to progress inward.
Okay. So with the lighting situation discussed, is there anything else we can see, or
We're using Ulf's torch, yes? Is that what we got from that? Okay.
I'm not holding it though.
No. I'm
Yeah.
just
Ulf, Ulf, are you coming into through these doors behind them?
Yes.
Okay. You see these broken pews, you see these stained glass windows, and then at the far end of this hall, in this this sunken chapel, you see a small pile of bodies. On the left wall, there's over there. You see like a mark, like someone has like painted an X near them. And then the far wall, like that's like right at the edge of your torchlight. You can see like a flickering and like this pile of corpses.
I am going to shuffle in and not my usual, just like because Heria's holding onto me. I'm just gonna like kind of skitter towards the bodies, but not all the way up to them.
And well, as you do that, like I'm trying to like emulate like your little skittering pattern. So I'm trying to like.
There is absolutely no rhythm to it at all.
Yeah, and I'm just like I'm literally hopping around behind you, holding onto your skin, trying to see how much I can kind of make it wiggle without like letting go. Uh-oh.
Not too much.
Oh. I kind of like let out a small dejected sigh.
It feels like a different like a shirt. Like it shifts
Okay.
like there's another shirt
God.
underneath.
Okay. It's not, I mean, sure, for the average fucking person, that's a lot, but I'm trying something, okay? Experimenting with my friends, like in college. Just kidding. That was never an experiment. Anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry. Why did y'all let me here? Y'all let
Raven,
me
your
here.
turn has lasted a long time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just
So I have the decrepit one and Haria kind of towards the front. I have Ulf with a torch in like the middle distance. I have Carl and Uther in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be close to Uther for sure. Now that he's back.
Yeah, you see bodies, and as you come further into this room, you see stairs at the far end, and more darkness. You're seeing like the rough shape of the walls around you. But at the far end of this room, you see there are stairs that ascend into another room, and some doorways near the big pile of bodies, and then another one towards your right.
As we get closer to the bodies, I'd like to investigate them a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't see anything weird about them, because I'm looking for like something like what happened with the dog or something like that, I'm actually going to pull out one of the finger bones I have, not the giant toes, and I'm going to use one of my scroll powers.
Oh.
As you approach the bodies, two of them begin to animate.
Hmm.
They rise up out of the pile.
Okay.
And they're zombies, and as you look at them, you can tell that they hunger.
Convenient. Initiative, or can I do what I want to do first?
You can do what you want to do first.
Cool.
In this
I'm
one.
going to use
They're
foul.
a little slower.
I'm going to use foul psychopomp and try to animate some skeletons or zombies from the bodies
Hell yeah.
as servants for myself. So I believe for a scroll, I need to make a presence check first.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't your presence like amazing now with like your level ups?
Yeah, that's a 21.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Okay.
And then I need to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, because I just wanted to help you because I have a scroll as well.
Oh, okay. And then I roll a d6. I got a 1, so it's going to be skeletons. And then I have to roll a d4 to see how many skeletons. That's a 3.
3 skeletons.
Okay. And then can I help before we roll initiative, or are we rolling initiative first?
Let's roll after Ian does this thing. Let's roll initiative.
So yeah, you
Okay.
see me pull a bone out, crack it in half, and all this like dark energy flows out, and 3 of the bodies start to like shift and rise, and the skin falls off them, and skeletons step forward and turn to face the zombies.
I got 8 for initiative.
Nice.
No, not nice. I don't want to go first.
I ate 12 spiders. It's good to go first.
Okay, first of all, Carl, with
11.
Z that is silent. Not everybody is cool like you, okay?
I gotta get my necromancer on. I'm sorry.
That's a 4 on my part. Carl.
It's a 1 for me.
A 1 again?
Haria, what'd you get?
It's technically a -2, but I don't know that you can do that.
Oh, hell yeah. Give me a -2.
Oh,
I
my
rolled,
God.
yeah, I rolled a 1, so
And you subtracted 2, so you're at a -1.
yes. Sorry, I forgot there was a 0 in between there. Math.
Math is hard. Okay, I guess I go first.
And I got a 5.
That's fine. It's fucking metal to forget the 0.
Yeah.
I feel like Uther's still in that like post-coital like flow phase. So everything for the next like hour, like tops, is just gonna be like whatever. Yeah.
Whatever,
It's cool.
dude.
Whatever.
Fuck it.
Rob, do you want me to
I
roll
love that.
separately for the skeletons?
Great question. Sure. Let's roll separately for the skeletons.
I got a 5. And the skeletons, did they get a bonus?
No.
They got a 6.
Damn.
Which is convenient. I can direct them to do things before I act.
Yep.
Y'all are going first before the monsters. So Ulf has a 5. Decrepit One has a 6. Skeletons have a 6, right?
No, I have a 5.
You have a 5. Okay.
Skeletons have a 6. I have a 5.
I have Ulf with a 5. I have Carl with a 4. I have Haria with a 7 again. I have Uther with a -1. And then I have our skeletons. Okay. Or our zombies. Haria, you're up first.
Well, I am very irate at this point because Francois, who is missing, has my warhammer and my sword.
Mm-hmm.
Little punk ass. So instead, I am going to. I'm gonna throw my bottle of piss. I want to see what it does.
Okay.
But I'm going to put because no, Francois has that too. You fuck. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna throw a bottle of piss and hope for the best.
It sounds like you're making an agility test.
Okay. What? So it's
You're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add your agility bonus
okay.
or subtract a penalty if you have that.
It's a 10.
Yeah, you throw the bottle and it slams into one of the skeletons that the decrepit one just raised and smashes. It is now a skeleton covered in piss.
Yes.
It does not appear to be magical piss, if that's your next question.
No, I just wanted to throw a bottle of piss. I didn't have any other questions. What do you take me for?
His skeleton is here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it has urea in it. Maybe it's flammable. We don't know. Let's experiment.
I'm
Hey,
sorry, when
Raven.
have you ever set your own pee on fire?
I haven't. That's
Have you-
why. Listen,
have you
I'm
not?
Huria, okay? I don't have smarts.
Urine isn't flammable.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
We're in a
but still.
fantasy world.
Yeah, I don't want to experiment with piss. Like, I just want to put that on record for everybody. Like,
I mean, yeah, I'm not really trying to experiment with piss IRL, but
Look,
Hurya
no
don't
fucking
care.
kink shame, right?
Hurya don't care. I can't. Okay,
we can
you know.
experiment with piss. Let's just not talk about it.
I
This
mean,
episode is
scientifically,
unhinged.
It really is.
It's skeleton time. I have no comments, no judgments, no
What
No
have
exaltations?
we become?
So you have 2 skeletons and 1 pissed skeleton.
Like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I dig that one.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Are they up next?
Just coming freestyle off my dome.
The skeletons are going to. Are there any? Is there any equipment or any items in the piles of bodies, or are they just like there?
You've got regular old skeletons. I think that these ones are probably. I think this is a pile of bodies. I don't think there's anything special
Okay.
equipment wise with them. I think they were stripped down.
Are they?
And through your dark magics,
Yeah.
they've kind of sloughed off their skin and muscle,
Yep. Is there any?
emerging from a pile of old meat.
Okay. Are there any bones or limbs sticking out
I think that they
of the piles?
they are the bones and limbs.
But out of the piles, are there any more?
Yeah, there are a couple more.
The skeletons are gonna grab like femurs.
Okay. The skeletons are gonna need some. They're gonna need their turn to collect
Yep.
makeshift weapons.
That's fine. They're gonna grab like femurs and or like loose arms and ready them.
Okay. Then it's your turn.
I
I have the hiccups.
am going to actually shift around over by the pile of broken pews. That is all I'm going to do.
Okay. Ulf. You're holding a torch. You're standing amongst the broken pews near your comrades. And far on the other side of this hall, maybe a short dash over there, are zombies fighting skeletons.
We love that. Not really, that's a lie. I guess we're joining the fray. I have a short sword and a hook for a hand. So I guess, yeah, they're headed
You have a hook for a hand, right? Yep.
I do. I pick my nose with it until it bleeds.
That's why it was so hot.
I took one look at you and I was hooked.
Oh, Rob is on
Oh, that's
fire,
perfect for
dude.
Valentine's.
My bloody Valentine.
Okay, you're running in and you want to attack one of these zombies. That's going to be a D20 roll, and if you're doing a melee attack, it's going to be strength. And if you're doing a ranged attack, which would be kind of silly at this point, it would be dexterity.
Gotcha.
4. Yeah. You run in and you slash out with your hook hand, and it gets caught on a zombie's body, but like you didn't actually hook it. You like hooked around the limb, and now you're like kind of like pulled at a funny angle, off balance.
Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Carl, it's your turn.
Carl. Carl is going to take his newly acquired weapon, which I don't think we gave a point value to.
Let me tell you about it.
Sure. This is a nail-covered plank. What kind of damage are we looking at for here?
This long piece of wood does a D8 damage,
Okay, nice.
and there's a 25% chance. So let's say a 4 on a D4, that any wounds from the nails become infected.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, you got
All right.
a tetanus nail bat. It's
I
not
got
a
a tetanus
regular
nail bat.
nail bat.
I dig it. Okay. So Carl is going to just kind of run up to the closest one, nail bat in hand. I like to also think of it just as a plank of wood, not just like a nail bat, like a plank of wood. So he can like slap people with it.
Yeah.
And then so he's gonna plank of wood the nearest skilly. Or
Zombie.
Zombo.
Don't hit my skeletons.
Give me a
Yeah,
strength roll.
Zombo, yeah. Let's see. That is a 13.
Who's that
13 is
brain?
good.
And damage is 5.
Okay. He's still standing. Uther, it's your turn. Yes, it's your turn. The -1 threw me, but all the players go, then the monsters go. So even though you got a -1, you still go ahead of the zombie.
Okay. Uther is going to like just try to casually walk up past Ulf and use my shit sword to cut the head off of the corpse that they're hooked on.
Okay. It sounds like you're making a strength test.
Ugh.
Did you roll a 1?
With my modifier, it's a 1.
What's your modifier?
It's a negative. My strength is a -1.
Okay, so you rolled a 2.
Yes.
Okay.
My hero.
You run up and you run up brandishing your sword, and in the dark you stumble over a broken plank of wood from one of these pews, and you manage not to fall completely over, but to right yourself, you kind of like shoulder check the wall. So you slam into the wall near one of these zombies, totally missing them. At which point you've alerted one of them to your presence. So the one that's hooked to Ulf is going to turn, and Ulf, you go twisting with them, and it's lashing out to bite you, Uther. Make an agility test.
Is that a D20?
It's a D20.
God. Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. It lunges out to bite you, but you pull up your sword and it bites the gross shit-stained blade.
Oh, yum. Make them eat shit. Sorry.
This game has everything.
The other one The other one turns to you, Carl, and tries to bite at you. Make a D20
I will
agility test.
make an agility test. That's a 10, right down the middle.
You don't say. You're bitten. Make a toughness test.
Okay, I like that. I'll take that. Toughness test. I don't like that. Could have been better. 6.
Do you? I'll remind you that you have omens, unless you feel good about that 6.
I have one omen. I might save it for dire straits.
Okay. Yeah, the zombie bites you, and you see the like gross decay dripping from its teeth. You pull your arm free, and a chunk of your flesh goes with it.
And is immediately replaced by like 20 void spiders.
Better armor.
Okay. Haria, it's your turn again.
Who is directly after me?
My skeletons and then me.
Okay. So I'm actually going to use my scroll on the piss-covered skeleton.
What's your scroll do?
It is Grace for a Sinner. A creature of your choice gets plus D6 on one roll.
So you're going to give the skeletons a D6 on one roll. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that even now, even with this mindless thing, you've still picked a favorite. And you're like,
Well,
get
yeah,
in
because
there.
I threw a piss at it.
You
I marked
it.
my territory. God damn it.
You're like, I don't have a Francois. You'll do.
Yeah, basically.
I'll
Okay.
keep that in mind.
And it's the skeleton's turns. So let's see how that goes.
So the skeleton that has the plus D6 is going to swing whatever weapon it has picked up, whether it is a bone or a severed limb,
Mhm.
at the head of the zombie biting Carl. The other
Yeah.
two are going to go after the other zombie.
Okay. Give
So I'm
me
gonna split
3
them
rolls
up.
here.
Okay. So the one going after... one of the ones going after the zombie was a 19. The other one is a 18.
Mhm.
And then the other one gets a plus 6, which he needed, because that's going to be a 14.
Plus D6.
Yeah, plus D6, because I rolled
Yep.
a 6 on the D6, but I've rolled a lot lower on the D20.
Then they're all going to hit.
Yep.
And I get rid
Okay.
of the scroll, right? Like I'm done with that.
I think
No, you keep the
your
scroll.
scrolls.
I
You can use them
keep
over and
them?
over again. Yeah.
Yeah, read the page about powers while everybody's taking their turns.
And then... Sorry.
it is on
Oh, I got it. It is page 35.
Yeah, read page 34 actually. It tells you how often you can use powers and what you need to do to use them.
Yeah.
Did you make a presence test to use this power?
I didn't.
Oh, you were
So I
supposed
need
to.
Let's do that.
Yeah, do that.
So that's a DR12.
Yeah, anytime you invoke one of these
Okay.
scrolls,
Yeah, roll a
you
D20.
need to roll a D20, add your presence bonus, and you need to meet or beat a 12.
Okay. So D20. Meet or beat a 12. I got a 12.
Good. Okay. Then Ian, your skeleton does get the bonus.
Okay, good.
And everything's fine.
Okay.
Oh my
And
God.
then I'm assuming because they grab bones or limbs, it's going to be the same D4 damage that like the femur I'm carrying is. So I'll roll damage
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is a 2. The second one is a 4. So the zombie that's not biting Carl takes 6. And the zombie that is biting Carl takes 3.
Okay. It was a 2 and then a 4.
Yeah.
And then the one that bit Carl took 3.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like they're wearing some rags that they look leathery, and one of the blows against the zombie hits this thing squarely in like where a scrap of armor remains, and it looks like this scrap of armor absorbs some of the damage.
Okay.
And then it's
Rob.
your turn.
Rob, did we ever go over how much damage I actually took from the bite?
Oh, we should do that.
Sorry, I had to step away from just a second.
2.
2. Gotcha. Thank you.
Alright. And then it's my turn.
Then it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to. What do I have? What do I have other than that? The one that is attacking Carl, I'm going to skitter up to it and attempt, because the femur I have is broken.
Mhm.
I'm going to attempt to stab it through its head while it's biting him.
You skitter up to the zombie that is embroiled with Carl here.
Yes.
And you try to stab it in the head.
Yep. Hey, 19.
Give me a damage roll.
2. Wait. Is it? Does that?
Mhm.
Do I get a bonus for my strength for damage, or is it just flat? Should've
That's a
asked.
good question. I don't think strength adds a bonus to damage.
Okay, then yeah, just 2.
If
Let's find
someone
out,
wants
actually.
to look up and find otherwise, feel free. But I'm pretty
Nah,
sure it doesn't.
It doesn't.
You ram the broken femur through this thing's eye socket, and it does not stop moving.
Doesn't
It's
phase me.
now got like a hunk of like the end of the femur sticking out of it, but it's still going.
Okay.
Oof.
Cool. Ulf is going to take the torch they have in their good hand, ram it into the zombie so they can
Mhm.
use their short sword.
Okay.
So maybe we have some barbecue going. I don't know how you guys feel about charred flesh, but we might have to get used to it real quick.
I did it.
So you are going to make a d20 roll, and you are going to add your strength.
Gotcha. Huh. Never mind.
I know it's your first session, so let's talk about one thing we haven't used yet, called omens.
Mhm.
These are, if you've got the Mork Borg PDF or if you've got the Mork Borg book, they're on page 38. But really quickly, one thing you can do with an omen, you have, I think, 2 of them. Yep, you have
Yes, I
D2
think
omens
so.
every day. So you have you can spend them to re-roll a die, to lower damage that you take, to deal max damage with 1 attack, to neutralize a crit or a fumble, or to lower something's difficulty. I'm not saying that this is the right time to use it. I'm just telling you you have them.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep failing.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Welcome.
It builds character.
Solidarity.
Let's be honest. This is what this game is built for.
Carl.
True. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Ulf swings their torch at this zombie, and the room dims a little bit as the torch hits the leather and flickers out for a second, but then snaps back to life. And then Carl, it's your turn. You're bleeding profusely from a chunk that's been taken out of your limb.
Okay. Carl will.
Carl will cough.
Carl will cough into the microphone like a professional. Carl will then take his nail-covered board that has like a chunk of flesh in it, like because he slammed it into them and like pulled away some flesh along the side of it. And after taking the bite, he will just hold on to that arm that has the bite on it. And he will take the board and try to, he'll grab like where the nails actually are, not like on the other part. Grab where the nails are and just try to stamp it onto their face.
Okay.
With a 15. And for 2 damage.
The zombie that was trying to bite you falls over.
So that has a femur in it as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Femur through the eye. You like shoved the femur all the way through its skull.
I dig that. Let's go with that. Let's flavor it as I smash the femur even further in, finally kicking. Yeah, just completely just going out of the back of the skull.
There is still one tangled up with Uther and Ulf. And Uther, it's your turn.
Okay, so there's the one that Ulf was tangled with, and the one that has now noticed me.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to. How close is that one?
You're up close and personal with it. You and Ulf and this zombie.
Okay, I'm going to turn my attention on the new zombie and just attempt to run it through with my sword.
Okay. What'd you get?
Is it my agility modifier or my strength modifier that I'm?
Strength.
Okay, that's a bit better. 11.
11. You swing your sword at this thing, and it's kind of slow moving, and it looks like its foot is like still trapped in this pile of bodies. Roll damage for me.
Nice.
Okay. Six.
You cut its head off, and the body falls back into the pile.
Hell yeah.
Everything's coming up Uther.
Nice.
And that's it. Both zombies are dead. Their bodies fall back into this pile. The pile is a little smaller now because you have 3 skeletons that have emerged from it. So the pile is less body shaped and more just meat shaped because as the decrepit one animated these bones up, all of the flesh just melted off of it.
I'm going to.
And that flesh is sitting there in this pile.
I'm going to reach.
There's a door nearby them.
I thought there was a staircase.
There's a door here. Immediately by the pile.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a staircase near them, and then there's another door on the opposite wall behind you.
The one we came in.
Mm-mm. We came the opposite
There's
direction.
3 different ways we can leave this room.
Yeah, so you can go south past the broken pews back the way you came in out.
Okay.
You're at the north, the far end, and at the northmost there's a staircase up into an adjacent room.
Okay.
Then
it would help if I
on
looked
the
at D20.
left and right
Roll20.
on the east and west walls there are 2. What's that?
It would help if I had looked at Roll20.
You can-
Okay. I'm just gonna reach down and grab the femur and pull it out of the skull
Okay.
and just kind of stick it back in my robe somewhere, and it just vanishes. It's gone.
The wall nearest you was blocked by this pile of bodies, but the door is revealed as you've animated all of them, and some of the zombies hobbled away. The bell ringing seems to be coming from the other side of this door. You hear it louder near this pile of bodies. And then behind you, it's not a door, it's actually a red curtain.
All right.
I'm gonna skitter over to the curtain and peek through.
When you peek through, you see that sewage has begun to fill this room.
Oh.
It's warm, it stinks, and you can see that liquid is dripping from the ceiling.
You said the bell was coming from this direction?
If you go over to the curtained wall, it's the one to the right.
Oh, that
on the
one.
east.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the bell is coming through the door to the west.
Okay. So I take a look. I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna peek through the curtain.
Yeah, you peek through the curtain. This room, the floor, it looks like it's flooded and wet, full of sewage.
And I'll turn and I just look at everyone and shake my head.
Do you see anything else? Not
Yeah, do
without
I?
a torch, you don't.
Oh,
Car-
so it's dark. Sorry, I keep assuming that I can see perfectly fine. That's my fault. So it's dark in there.
For once, I'm DMing a game where no one yells, "I have dark vision." It's great.
Actually, I smashed a potion into my mouth, and I now have dark vision.
Son of a bee! You can't escape it.
You can run, you can hide, but you can't escape my dark vision.
I will not do that currently. I will not do that currently. But
I'm just
I
letting
will
you know
say,
I can. Don't
I
you?
I have that. I can pull that trigger anytime I can. But I will say that Carl is very much ripping part of his clothing off and like wrapping it around his zombie wound.
Okay.
I turn around and I look at you and I say, "Darling, are you gonna turn? Is that what you're gonna do today?"
He just looks at you and he goes, "I'm fine."
I squint.
He squints back. You can
Are
tell.
you?
You can tell Carl's squint is less serious this time and more like scared.
Okay, so I kind of like rush over, and I'm helping Carl like address the wound and like actually like tying it off and making sure that the pressure is good. And let me see what I have.
And I will say this about Carl: he's absolutely the type that wouldn't tell anybody that he got bit by a zombie.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
You
I
caught
feel
him
like
in the
we
act
know-
of trying to cover it up.
Yeah, I'm like, listen,
The
I
rapid
know
test was
I
negative.
I know I play a ditz on TV, but so I kind of just I'm actually like concerned as I walk over and I'm like helping you tie everything.
Mm-hmm. You feel a bit of like resistance at first and then like confusion. This is probably the first time anybody's ever tried to help Carl.
I kind of just give like Carl a reassuring like pat on like the back of his hand. And I'm still looking around for Francois, who has all my shit.
Look upon the first misery and despair.
Are Ulf and Uther we're still in the same
Area,
like
only
space?
you hear that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, as you're looking at this wound that Carl is trying to wrap up here, you hear a voice in your head.
And then I kind of look around and I say, "Despair, don't be silly." And I'm still trying to figure out what I can do because unfortunately, again, Francois has my shit and I'm sad about it. So instead, I do the only thing that I think would help, and I take my knife from like my bodice and I like cut my hand
Mhm.
and I just place it on his wound.
Oh.
You know, bloodletting.
Yeah, modern medicine.
Yeah,
Oh.
obviously. I
when
don't.
you see an infection, you just want to cut yourself open and
Yeah,
and rub
you
it on
add-
that infection.
You
It's
add
her-
more blood.
Yeah.
Obviously,
it's their version of a Vulcan mind meld, but it's like my
Uh-huh.
blood
Yeah.
with your blood.
Yeah, well, I'm a heretical priest, okay? I don't know if you know this, but we don't always do things the right way.
Sure. It's okay.
But-
With Carl, there is no right way
Yeah, so I just kind of put it there and like
or wrong way.
I'm still a little shaken by this voice, but I'm trying to help.
You let some of your blood mingle with this wound, bitten by a zombie into Carl's arm.
Yes. Precisely.
For science.
For science.
When you do so, you look up. Carl had torn off his mask to eat spiders. Did you put it back on?
No, I had like basically just kind of hung it on my waistband.
You're looking at Carl. His face looks fine. Your eyes flit down to his mask, and it looks like religious iconography of the god Necrobol, the god of death. Necrobol's calendar governs the fate of the world. And
That's
you
not
look back to
ominous.
Carl's face, and you look back at his mask, and his mask looks like his mask again.
Okay, maybe that's enough blood from me. Yes. And I kind of just like pull away and like dab my hand, which is still bleeding. I don't care because I don't have a
Mhm.
fucking finger on it anyway. And
Right, you got a Simpsons hand now. It's like
Yeah,
a finger
yeah.
was just never there. You only got 4.
So then I just I carry on.
Carl watches you as you walk away, just very confused about what just occurred. Not because you were talking to yourself, that's normal, but like the fact that you helped him, that's not normal.
Right. Well, let's go. What are you looking at? So I kind of like shout that to everybody, and like I'm meeting back up with the decrepit one.
Ulf's torch is illuminating the silhouette of an altar up the stairs in the room to the north, and then you can hear this irregular chiming of the bell through the door near you.
I think before we continue, we should take a break.
We can take a break.
Let's
I
get
have a
snacks.
beautiful pork chop here that was brought to me for dinner that's been tantalizing me.
I'm sure it's it sounds delicious right now with all the blood and zombies going around.
When Carl eats spiders, that I just went, spider sounds good. I could
It
eat.
does. I could eat some
I
spiders.
could eat.
I could eat a spider.
Spider.
Awesome. Well, all right. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a short amount of time. Before we go, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in so far, and thank you to our sponsors, Free League, Mork Borg, Die Hard Dice, 1985 Games, and Session Zero Clothing. Hey, I got them all out that time.
That was good.
Hey.
Hey.
We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Easy to.
I'm bored.
We can go scream at the cat for another hour.
Nah, I'm tired of screaming at the cat.
Shut up with that! Be bored no more with 1985 games. Enjoy their vast variety of products and help bring your tabletop to a whole new level. With easy-to-use dungeon sticky notes. The deck of stories holds prompts and adventure hooks for any setting, and thousands of cutout game pieces with their dungeon craft.
You've come all this way for nothing, fool! The princess is mine! You'll never get away with this, Malachor!
Write everything down in your Hero Notes journal and start your adventure today! Visit the World Wide Web address 1985games.com and find many helpful products such as their Dungeon Craft series, battle maps, deck of stories, miniatures, dungeon notes, and now VHS dice. Again, that's 1985games.com.
Back.
Back again.
We're back. We're back.
JD's back. Tell some. I'm sorry. Okay.
We are back, I promise.
In that time, I ate an entire chop of pork.
And I had a charcuterie board.
Shoveled it right at a charcuterie
Charcuteries for
A
everyone.
charcuterie board.
Meanwhile, you have all been sitting at the base of a set of stairs, going up towards an altar that you can just barely make out in Ulf's torchlight. You're standing outside a door. On the other side of the door, you can hear the ringing of a bell.
And then I'm standing by a curtain that I can see a little bit of sewage, and that's it. And at that point, before anything else happens, I'm going to turn, and I'm just going to beckon towards Ulf, and I'm going to say, light and fire.
And with a great amount of hesitance, they just step over. It takes a second because that wasn't creepy as hell. And at some point, they just jut their arm out with the torch.
And I don't take the torch from you, I just pull you closer. I grab your arm and pull you closer so that I can see through the curtain better.
On the other side, you see a decapitated statue stands in the middle of the sewage-filled room. It has large feathered wings rising from its back. On the far end, you see a few doors. There's a wooden door hanging on its hinges, partially submerged to the left. To the right, there's an ornate door.
Well, I'm gonna at this point, I'm done tending to Carl. I come up behind the decrepit one and now Ulf, and I kind of stick my head between them.
Yeah, you peek in. You see a statue that looks religious. It's got wings. It's missing a head. You see an ornate door, and you would know right away that that door leads to a confessional box.
How deep does the sewage look?
You don't see the floor.
I'm just gonna step away, grab the zombie head, and just toss it into the muck.
It disappears beneath the surface.
Does it
It's at least zombie head deep.
Does it disturb anything?
That's a good question.
I kind of just as this is happening, I say, that ornate door? That's for the confessions. It's my favorite.
Nothing seems to move beneath the surface. You don't see any fins pop up or bodies rise out of it. Piranhas don't devour the head. You throw the zombie head in, sploosh. You hear dripping from the ceiling. It's okay to eat fish because they don't have any feelings. Got him!
I'm
I
leaving.
just turn and look at Ulf and Heria. Look back at the room. Look back at you two.
What is it?
We're looking inside here, darling.
And I'm gonna start walking into the room.
I almost kind of want to say I'm getting caught between the two of you because that's where my head is. So like as Decrepit you go and you're pulling Ulf.
I let go.
Oh, you let go?
Yes, I let go of Ulf.
All right. So then I'm actually like leaning enough to like fall if no one catches me.
You're like leaning against me, and when I step away, you're like, ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uther's gonna like rush forward to try to catch you before you fall, like just to.
It's a bad internet day for me.
Fuck the internet.
Worst invention of all time.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a hot take.
Is it? I mean, would we? Granted, we wouldn't all be here, but forget it. When the decrepit one steps into this room, there's a step down, and the sewage is about knee high.
Okay. So does
Uther?
What happened? Yeah. Does Uther actually catch me in time, or am I falling face first into this?
Give me an agility test, Uther.
Do I have to?
If you want to try to catch.
10.
And at the same time, once I like hear all the commotion behind me, I'm going to also turn and try to help.
Wait, I apologize. I rolled a. I rolled a d12.
Oh.
Not a d20. So
a 10 on a d12 is pretty good.
Right.
That was with my modifier.
Proportionately, that's like an 18.
Of
Right.
-9.
13.
Yeah. You rush over and you grab her by the frock before she falls into the sewage. But your head leans in a little closer. The light's a little better. Yeah, you see that this is a private chapel within this greater chapel. You think that someone may have conducted religious business in here.
Okay. And then like as I'm
walking
like grabbed by like the scruff of like my hood, I go and then I like regain my balance, and then I turn around and I look at Uther and I say, darling, normally people have to pay me for that. But thank you.
Next time I'll just let you fall.
I mean, and then I kind of like
fantastic idea.
Oh!
As you're sizing up this room, Heria, you think that the left door would take you towards a room where someone would don their vestments, like a robing room.
Okay.
You think that also somewhere in here, because it's a chapel, there must be quarters for a priest or priestess.
Okay. So I kind of just look around, and at this point, I like lift my robe up at my ankles as I descend down this like step into this sewage shitty water.
So you're just following me in.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm gonna
'Cause
follow
I'm
you
already
in.
knee deep in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I'm following you in, and then I'm gonna start making my way towards this ornate door.
Okay, I was gonna head towards the other one. Actually, I'm gonna investigate the statue first. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm gonna head towards the innate door because I know that first of all, I'm in shitty clothes, and I would like to, you know, see what's behind door number 1. You know?
Yeah.
I'd like to approach Ulf while this is all going down. I do the whole really like sneaky, just kind of like appear right behind your shoulder kind of thing, like right over your shoulder. Ulf,
All right.
was it?
Yes.
I'm gonna move you all around a little bit.
That is
Make
my
sure.
name.
Tell me I got you in the right spots.
Okay. Ulf, I will like look down at you and I'll be like, royalty. To claim that you are better than others, as opposed to the same as the dirt you arose upon. It tickles me.
I'm glad that my station brings humor to you. Clearly disgusted.
You see him kind of like wipe like the blood like off and the black like from his mouth. And he goes, we'll see how much your station matters here in the depths of the sewers. I'll just kind of walk and like float away.
Yeah, you're looking around for where to float away. There's up these stairs towards the altar.
Yeah, I'll say that I float kind of like upwards towards the stairs. I would like to keep close to Uther as much as possible before like venturing.
Uther, I've still
Too
got
far.
you at the threshold of this room, standing not in the sewage yet, right?
Right. I'm actually curious about the confessional.
Okay. So you and Harriet are going over to the confessional where this ornate door is. It's not locked, it opens. And inside there is a confessional box. It looks like it's meant for there's enough room for two.
Like to sit in the
Mhm.
the box for confession.
Mhm.
Is anything on the other side of the screen that I can perceive?
If you go over to the spot for
Receiving confession.
yes,
Confessy.
for receiving if the spot that's not for our priestess here.
Bessie
Then-
Confessor.
Yes. Then you're looking. It's an empty chair. You see that the chair where you would sit is covered in spikes.
Did you say spikes or spice?
Spikes. I know you
Oh.
like Dune a lot, but like
No, I like spices. That's what I
spikes.
A lot of rosemary.
I am like very casually and like eerily like sauntering over and like very delicately like playing with the spikes and just like
Yeah,
giggling.
Uther like runs like the pad of his thumb along one of the spikes, like just enough to like graze.
They're dull with time.
He presses really hard.
You draw just a drop of blood.
Does anything happen?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go around to the other side where there was enough room for two and just kind of sit.
When you go around to the other side, you see that nailed to the back wall on like a foot-long metal spike, hammered straight through the stone, is the skull of like a bird. It's a stone. It's like a stone skull.
Is the skull completely affixed?
Just like someone held it up and they bonk bonk like hammered a nail through it. It's just like at head height. It's just like pinned against the wall. Big beak.
I'm not really sure why Uther feels the need to like touch it, but he'll reach out and like kind of just rest a palm on the top of the skull.
Yeah, it feels like cool stone. You remember that the room that you just passed through, you look back over your shoulder and you see that the decrepit one is investigating a statue with wings.
I was just gonna say, how big is this skull?
The statue is headless.
Yeah. How completely attached is this skull? Like, could I remove it without breaking it?
Give me a strength test.
Oh, don't ask me to do anything.
Don't ask me to actually play this game.
10.
Random chance. Yeah, you pry this thing off. You pull it out, and the whole spike is still through it. It's easier for you to get it at the spike than at like the stone skull itself.
Okay. I'm going to start to walk over to. I guess I'm gonna like. Can I see this? I can see the statue from where I'm at.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to the statue, kind of like brandishing this pike. And how tall is this statue?
It is. Let me see. It's a little bigger than you, I think. It looks like a person sized.
Okay, so it's not so tall that I would have to like scramble up there.
No.
I'm going to look at the statue and look at the skull, and then I'm going to hand the spike to the decrepit one.
The spike is on there pretty good. So like spike and skull all.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm handing the entire thing over. I thought you said, I'm sorry, I thought you said that I removed the.
Yep. Yeah. The whole thing like a shish kebab. You've got like bird skull, spike through one eye out the back of it. It was all like hung up on the wall, and you pulled the whole thing off.
Yeah, so I'm walking over with this.
Yeah, with our
You hand
with
it all
our
to me.
Yeah, so
stone
I'm
and metal shish kebab, and you're handing the whole thing
yes
to the decrepit one.
Okay. Yeah. You literally see me look at it, look up, look at it, look up.
You will then notice
at it.
decrepit one. Decrepit one. You will notice a crowbar come flying out from the doorway and land in the water next, or like land in the goop next to you. As of course, Carl is carrying a crowbar with him.
I pause and look at that. He doesn't look confused. He's just like,
What are you throwing your crowbar for?
I assume that he could probably use it to like dislodge this spike from the skull, possibly.
spike. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is set the skull down at the base of the statue.
Mm-hmm.
While they were doing all of that, can we retroactively say, is there either a presence roll or I think, sorry, looking at my sheet real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, presence roll I can make to investigate the statue and see if there's anything unusual about it other than it's missing a head. Or if I can identify it.
I think presence is great.
Okay.
There's some stuff that you'll know just from looking at it, and then presence might give you a little extra.
That is a 21.
Dang!
Is that a natural 20?
No, I rolled a 17. I have a +4 for presence.
+4?
Okay.
I guess we know where all of Uther's minuses went.
Yep.
Look, the decrepit one is coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, you're looking at this thing, and it reminds you of the grotesque gargoyles that are carved into various churches and cathedrals, usually to defend it. They can be disturbingly still, but you've heard tales that these creatures have been animated by some priests. You've never taken much to that, given that they are not living; they are just animated stone.
I mean, I bring the dead back. So.
The the animated creatures here, these grotesques, they it's questionable whether they have souls to be shed from their bodies the way that you mingle with the dark arts here.
Okay. I will. What else do
You
I notice
think-
about it?
You think that putting this head back on will awaken it, and give me a D6 roll. There is you're looking at it. These grotesques are generally carved with two expressions, serene or baleful.
Yeah.
This one looks to be carved to look serene. You think that if you put this head on, the feeling you get is that it will stay still and cautious. It will not spring to life to attack you.
I'm an older esoteric hermit who dabbles in the dark arts. Do I feel like it would be helpful to put the head back on? What vibe do I get?
Vibe check.
Yeah, vibe check.
Honestly, gonna write a freaking TTRPG next with a vibe check in it. We have to. Like, it's every game I play ever. It has vibe checks, and we're just like, what's the thing for a vibe check? What do I roll for a vibe check?
It's system based.
Yeah.
You rolled really good on presence. Your vibe check is this thing would not harm you.
I'm gonna do it.
Would not like attack you unless you did something to provoke it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to attempt. I'm gonna fish down into the muck and the sewage and pull out the crowbar, and I'm gonna attempt to remove the spike first.
Sure.
That is strength roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move to like the door frame and just kind of like lean upon it and like smirk, because I'm assuming that I know what kind of like statue this is, like what's gonna happen. I would assume.
If I might make a suggestion, could we perhaps lubricate the spike with the sewage
I rolled a 15.
to like ease the removal of the skull so we don't accidentally shatter it?
Rob, could I make an argument that the crowbar might add a little bit to the removal of the spike?
I think with the crowbar and the 15 on the dice, we're good as is. The crowbar.
Hell yeah.
The
crowbar is
has
already
some-
covered in the sewage too, so it's getting
Okay.
getting that lubrication in there.
Everybody is satisfied.
With the crowbar, you can lever this spike out of the eye socket and you plant it on the head. And once you set this skull on top of the neck, for a long moment you stare at it because you feel like nothing happened.
While doing that, without breaking like eye contact with the eye sockets in the skull, I'm just going to reach down, pick up the spike, and put it in my robes.
As you do, you hear a very faint stone grinding, and you realize that the head has lowered just like just a couple degrees to follow your motion. But there is otherwise no indication. There's no flashing light. There's no like the wings burst. He's not like, I'm free.
So
like,
literally
nothing.
just like follows my movement to see if it's a threat.
You set the head on, and the head is just like,
okay.
I kind of want to like trot over and like put like this the head like between my hands and just give it a little
Just a little kiss on the head.
Yeah, just a little.
yeah. You give it's a bird's skull. You give it a little kiss on the beak, and when you do, nothing happens.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, because I'm assuming because I am well versed in these things that I know it's not a harmful one. So I just kind of want to like, I appreciate you, even though you don't know that I appreciate you because you're technically not really a sentient being. But I see you. You doing work.
When you lean in, you give it a little peck on the beak, and you realize that this skull and this particular bird, that makes this a statue to Necrobol. This may be a chapel to the old god of death here.
I kind of just smile and nod.
So
it occurs to you that maybe this place got paved over or sunk because Necrobol fell out of favor when the basilisks ascended.
So I worship Necrobol.
Oh yeah.
Do I feel any one way or the other about this?
With the previous, when you first came into this chapel, grime was over all of the windows. It looked like it could have been a chapel to any number of possible gods. And now that you're here, and now that you've done this thing to recreate this grotesque, it's beginning to dawn on you what this place is.
Okay.
And you think it's interesting that a troll is residing here, given that trolls are famous for cheating death.
Okay. So the troll this is probably the home of the troll we saw earlier. Okay, cool. So I'm going to back away from the statue then. I have pocketed the metal spike. I was still holding the crowbar. You said there was another door? Not the ornate one?
Yeah, there's a wooden door hanging half off the hinges that Harriet would know goes to like a dressing room.
Yeah. I'm going to I guess to everyone else it would almost look like a reverential just nod, lowering of my head to the statue. And then I'm just going to turn and walk towards that door. Just skitter as I do. Just that.
I giggle.
You nod, like the statue nods back and says, and you hear a faint whisper that almost sounds like a stone grinding on stone, and you hear a voice that says, "One of you is marked for death, and with your death the first misery comes."
Do only I hear that?
Yes.
Does it say that while I'm still nodding or after I've started skittering away?
You're nodding and you hear it, and when you look up, the statue's head has not apparently not moved. But anyone else looking at this can see that the statue's head bows.
Got it.
I actually,
but your head is close enough that you hear the whispering.
When they will all see me pause just for a second, and then I just and skitter away.
Okay.
Are you all done playing in the muck?
I'm going towards that other door that's like hanging off its hinges.
And I'm just skipping through this shit.
Sploosh, 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 sploosh.
I'm gonna walk over to Ulf, who's not yet in the sewage, correct? And I'm going to extend a hand.
Oh.
I will very graciously make room in the door and be like, be my guest.
You throw your coat across this puddle, which is the entire room.
Big coat.
When I extend my hand, one of my rats like scurries down. We'll say it's Flim. Flim scurries down.
Good old Flim and Flam.
So,
I love that.
Ulf, you're at the red curtain at the cusp of this this doorway into this sewage-filled room where you see all of these people are doing all of these things, and Uther comes up to offer a hand to escort you through this place.
begrudgingly so, just a dainty hand touch.
You will see Carl gives a very obnoxious like bow as if he was like making fun of like, you know, you being royalty as you step into actual garbage shit. Sewage.
After
these moments when you can.
After Uther helps Ulf into the sewage, I will then extend a hand toward Carl.
Carl's still in his like bow, just looks over at Uther and like just eyes you down and like and just kind of stands back up, like places he does like the monk, like, you know, where you place both hands in the sleeves kind of thing, and just kind of like places it. He'll just do that and just, I'll stay right here.
You're bleeding.
I'm fine.
Decrepit One, you enter a flooded passage that's sloping downward. The sewage is gently flowing around your legs.
I do not go down.
Okay.
I'm going to stop and I'm going to turn and look at everyone else.
And as you stop and turn, I'm just going to start skipping down the stairs.
You're gonna pass me?
Yes.
Okay. Turn and look at everyone else. And I follow you. I just gotta give them that, like, I go, okay, let's go. And shoom.
If I see, please correct me if I'm wrong, Uther and Ulf, if I see you all continue on to follow.
Does Ulf still have our light?
Yes.
Okay. The two of you skipping along, you're skipping, and then your feet come down on a rotten floor, and you sink entirely under the sewage.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh man.
Roll a D4 each of you.
So I was actually a little bit behind Aria because I let her go first.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying I don't fall through, but can I try to help her? But can I grab her and try to help her? Like, can I make an agility check, essentially?
Give me a presence test.
Presence? Okay.
Yeah.
22.
Damn,
okay.
Decrepit, calm down.
Or
Presence
don't.
is my bitch.
I'm gonna make presence my bitch.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, that's an 18. All right. I wanted to make sure. I was like, is that an 8 or an 18?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. But, yeah, when I got better before our last session, it was just stat increase, stat increase, stat increase, stat increase. I was like, why? Why is this happening? I was trying to play a character on the verge of death.
Rub it in.
I had
rub it in.
I had a lot of plus and minuses, but still came out on top. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. So I got a 22. Yeah.
You see Harria start to sink into, and you hear a gentle cracking of wood. You manage to perceive this. Now give me an agility test to try and rope her in.
You got this, Decrepit. Come on.
Gonna
Come through.
Artex it up.
Well,
Come through.
12. Yeah, that's good enough. They do not sink entirely submerge into the sewage.
Decrepit will, in a uncharacteristically dexterous as well as aware of other people besides himself and his own mutterings, wrap an arm around Harria and pull her back up as she starts to sink in.
Okay. I'm too nice. It does not. It tells you. It clearly says with enough light and a successful presence test, and I'm just like, I can't help myself.
And I just kind of like, you gasped. Right, and then I turn and I look at Decrepit, and like this
showing
is
Decrepit One showing shocking strength as well.
yes, and this
that
is
he
where
does not look like he has.
you know, like the TikTok filter with like the heart eyes. That's what's going on right now.
A romance? Multiple romances?
Which Decrepit One is oblivious to.
Yeah, it's just like I kind of like look over my shoulder at Decrepit and I go, thank you, darling. And then I like kind of try to like wiggle out, but almost like closer.
I do actually pull you back to like the safe ground.
Yeah, and I should probably try to wiggle out, but like I'm just kind of like, hi.
What I need to know, what are Uther and Wolf doing during this, just so I can say what Carl would do, I guess.
I'm sort of hoping that Ulf will just kind of lead the way with the torch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nothing extra. They had a thing happen. Oh no, she didn't jump.
Stop. All right. Well, Carl, as soon as he sees, if you follow Uther, are you following down that little way as the torch goes that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll say that finally, after like this whole tirade of stuff and everything that's been going down in this room, he will debase himself enough to lower himself into knee high or shin high or whatever high.
Sorry, all I'm picturing is because Carl like has the long flowing robes that make it so like it doesn't look like his legs are moving. He waits till everyone else is out of like seeing him and like hikes the ropes up. He's like,
okay, canonically, nobody fucking sees it, but he lifts his robes up and all you see is horrifically long, skinny, bone-thin legs.
And just like...
And they tap through the liquid until he sees somebody and then he drops the cloak and just kind of... Just pissed.
I like how normal it is. It's not like the bottom half of a millipede. It's just like two gross skinny legs.
Just really gross skinny tall legs.
Just picturing
like you would think you would expect thighs, or I'm sorry, you would expect hips somewhere, but it's just all legs.
I'm picturing Merlin from the Sword in the Disney Sword in the Stone.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah, that's
exactly that scene. Yes, literally exactly that. Also, that's a great reference, by the way. Love that movie.
Such a good movie. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. I think for time here, we're gonna skip past a couple of rooms here.
That's reasonable.
We really like to chew the fat. I've realized.
It's called character development, Rob.
We're role players.
But how do the more you develop your characters, the less I want to kill you. It goes against the thesis of Mork Borg.
It's okay. I've already come to terms with the
along.
fact that I'm the one marked for death, so bring it on.
Let's go. Bring it on.
You move through the sewage, past the cloakroom where you see books on a library, and down another tunnel that curves back out of the sewage to a room that must be the trolls' bedroom.
Did my skeletons follow us?
Yeah, your skeletons are still back.
Good.
So this is the troll room?
It's the troll's lair.
Yeah, you pass through the library and robing room. And Haria, you walk over to a mirror on the wall where you know there should be a passage here.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like a layout that you're used to seeing in any cathedral that you've ever been in, and you shatter this mirror, and behind it there's a tunnel, and you take this secret passage into where there should be the priest or priestess's room. And this priest or priestess's room, you see that this is where the troll must bed. You see there's a pile of rubble. The ceiling's been partly caved in. There are all these bricks. Smoke is slowly rising out of a hole from the north wall. There's a large bed where there is one skeleton in priest's robes. And then there's a pile of belongings in the middle of the room.
I want to check the belongings first. What am I going to find in there?
And while you're doing that, I'm going to head over to the priest robes. After I just thrust out a hand holding the crowbar back to Carl.
Yeah, Carl will take it.
Okay. You go over to the priest's robes. Yeah, there's one skeleton. It looks like a priest laid down in this bed and died.
What's in the treasure area?
In the treasure?
In the middle of the room.
Yeah, there's a... you're digging around in here. Roll a d6.
Okay.
You said
One.
that...
One.
Yes.
Like a snake's skin, there is a shed skin from Niduk the troll here.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna tuck it away.
It looks big enough to wear.
Okay.
Ooh. Unless you have to describe it to wear it.
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. Are you undressing here in front of everybody?
No, I'm just putting it on over my clothes.
Okay.
Please. People are gonna have to pay me for that.
You put this on over your clothes, and as you put it on, it's starting to, like, everywhere it's touching your flesh, it's starting to seal to it. And you've got it like halfway on, and it's like sticking to you, and you realize that you don't know what this is gonna do if you put it on over your clothes.
So am I supposed to get naked?
I'm not here to tell you what's supposed to happen.
I see it's sticking, right? Am I feeling anything as it's sticking to my like exposed bits, like my hands?
It's thick and leathery, and you, in a panic, you start trying to tear it off.
Okay.
And you see like a wound like around your wrist, but where the troll's hide has blood on it, it starts growing around the blood until it's just like skin again.
Yes, I quickly derobe, and I am now like nude, and I'm allowing this thing to adhere to me.
You take your clothes off,
and Carl's face is, what the fuck is
slough
happening?
all this skin onto you, and it grafts onto your flesh, and you can never take it off again.
Perfect.
What does it look like?
Is she like lizardy?
Yeah, it's like lizard leather.
Okay.
I'd like to think that it's like Hurria's like shape and form, but like her skin texture has completely changed.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a gray-green color, and you do see that there are holes in it where formerly it looks like this was shed while the creature had many weapons sticking out of it.
Oh.
And as you put it on, all of these holes are starting to seal up.
Okay. How like am I feeling? Am I feeling like do I feel sick?
You feel slightly slower, clunkier, like you're not really used to this level of bulk,
Okay.
but your skin feels like thick, and you think that it could absorb. You feel tougher.
Okay. Okay. I like that. So now, like, I have this skin on. I'm still the same Huria, just like a little bit fancier. I don't sparkle because we don't do that shit here. But like, I would say like I'm a little bit pastier, like a little grayer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so I then kind of like shimmy back into my clothes, and then I turn around and I like wink, you know. And I'm going to keep going forward.
Okay.
So
I
you said
scratched
there's
my makeup. What was I thinking?
there's a body of a dead priest. Is it like
Body of a
skeletal at this point?
Yes.
Cool. Bone collection.
You
Fingers,
start.
finger bones. Yeah, I replenish my assorted bone collection. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just see the decrepit one. Missing everything happening with her area, by the way. Completely missing all of it.
Completely missed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Completely missed it.
You're looking
just like,
and you're like, wow, a complete set. 206.
Yep, I'm just like collecting what I need. What I need for my spells. I just collect what I need.
You rarely see them, and this is near mint.
Yeah. These might be worth something. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Carl will lean over to Uther and be like, I know you just saw what I did with her, yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, Uther's gonna like take all that in and then like kind of look around the room for more skin.
Yeah, there's this pile of treasures. Do you want to go investigate it?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Just a d6.
Just a d6. What happened?
It's a 1. She's
I
been
rolled a
rolling
0.
so low.
We know it's a 1.
Just for it's a 1.
It's a 1.
Yes! Get
Oh
you
my
some.
gosh.
You find a second troll skin.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, I just slap it on.
I will see this one at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like... And I shuffle over to the pile as well, and I'm gonna...
Ditto.
Carl will be like leaning over to Uther and being like, "You see that shit?" And Uther just runs away and like puts one on too.
I
Like,
see that
what
shit.
is fucking going on?
If you are searching the treasures, roll a d6. 4. You find a bone statue of a humanoid creature with a bear's head.
Into the cloak it goes.
Let me take notes.
Yeah. I'm writing it down too, so...
I think Ulf rolled something too.
3,
Yeah.
baby.
What'd you roll, Ulf?
A 3.
A 3. A silver scroll case containing a scroll. Give me a roll a d6.
Nice.
A 5.
A 5. You take a peek. This scroll appears sacred to you. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You good?
My PDF wigged out. Give me just a second.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you need a sacred scroll table?
No, there's one special for this adventure.
Ooh.
Yeah, special scrolls.
Special scrolls
Get the expansions.
are more than good. They're great.
We are playing Treasure of the Troll King at Pangalactic on Twitter if you want to check this one out yourself.
There you go.
There.
Roll yet another d6 for me for sacred scroll that you find.
Another 5. Oh my god.
You take a peek at this scroll. It describes a spell called Ripple. And as you're reading it, it appears to shunt you through space in a random direction. The way that it looks, you see a little diagram on there. It looks short range. We're talking like within 100 feet.
Still pretty good. Carl will very much not be searching through anything here.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, he would probably be squeegeeing out his cape of all the sewage and muck that we just traverse through. He's probably just slack-jawed at the fact that Hurya and Uther just like put skin on and just like, it's normal everyday life, whatever.
I mean, what happened to Uther? Just the same grafting process?
Yeah, you strip down, you put this on, and
I wasn't really wearing much.
Right. True. Pants barely.
Your skin takes on the same gray-green color that Harria's does.
Okay. Are my scars gone?
You're looking, and you see like bumps under your skin where like you've gotten out like a second skin, and if you had like a really big scar, you might see a little bump over it. But they don't appear immediately visible. You can feel them under this new skin, but you don't see them.
Right.
You said there was another door in this room. 2 doors in this room?
Yeah, there's a let's see. There's a wide hole in the wall to the west.
Yeah.
You came through this open archway, and then there's a closed wooden door to the south.
I'm gonna walk over to the open doorway to the west, just using the light coming from Ulf's torch to peer in.
I will follow behind you as I'm like totally over this whole skin thing.
You're going towards the hole in the western wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigating. The decrepit one is curious.
If it's a roll, I'll roll with him.
Okay.
You slip over to this hole in the wall. And as you do, you can smell a strong stench of rancid meat and sewage. And you see slumbering there on a bed of broken masonry, old straw, and in a pile of soiled priest's robes is the sleeping troll.
Oh.
I'm going to follow behind them.
The second I hear motion behind me, Carl will hold up his bony little hand. And we'll turn to the group, and with like one long, like, I don't know,
bony finger,
6-inch finger, will be like, shh.
And I nod, but this is the troll that I chased away.
Yes.
So I'm not going to listen to you, and I'm going to move past you.
Before you move past me, remind the decrepit one why we're here. Because I do not remember.
I don't either. I just know that I have an agenda now, and it is for this Troll King.
I was gonna say, Hurya has an agenda.
Has an agenda. I'm just, why are we down here? I can't remember.
You came here because you were exiled from your previous place of residence. And specifically,
there was blood of a god that you were looking for.
Yes, the blood of a god. And I haven't found it yet. So, yeah, I'm gonna also actually move into the room quietly and look around and see if there's the blood of a god in this room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're looking around and you see sewage.
I mean,
it's good.
It's blood of some god.
Let's see specifically. The floor and the south wall have collapsed. The sewage is bubbling. You see half-gnawed bones floating in the sludge. The Troll King is here, slumbering on his bed. And yeah, that's what you see. Let me. I think I have a handout here of what the Troll King looks like that I can show to you.
You do.
I'll step over to not. I'll float over to Ulf, and I'll be like, "Your Majesty, a king and a supposed queen. How quaint."
Don't patronize me.
I'll float away.
So we don't see anything other than the Troll King in this room.
You see the robes that it's sleeping on over here.
Well, it could be something in the robes.
Top left.
How large is this room?
Twice
would
as big as the
say-
room we were just in.
Yeah, it's
Pretty much.
It's I don't know, like 20 by 20. It's bigger than a bedroom. It's we're talking like
Big living room space.
It would probably help if I looked at the Roll20 sheet. Okay.
Aria, are you like heading straight for the Troll King?
True.
No.
Okay.
No. Okay.
I am not, because I know that if I startle him, it will probably not end well.
Okay. I am gonna let you go past me
Mm-hmm.
because I'm more interested in looking for what I came here for, which is the blood of a god. And I don't see it immediately, and there was still a pile to go through in the other room.
I've added our Troll King to the map.
Fantastic, fantastic, thank you.
He's cute.
I'm gonna follow Harya.
Okay.
All the while.
My Troll King.
So are we looking at?
I think
something
Ulf and
like
I
this?
have very much the same, like, we'll just stick back till whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I know
A
I've been
plus.
trashing you, but actually, it seems like we're the only people here with any sense of
I
self-preservation.
think, honestly, that might be kind of it. Like, I might be trashing them, but, like, honestly, I feel like maybe they've been taking it very well. And I'm like, okay, well.
So, you see me standing in the open doorway, like kind of looking at
Mhm.
Aria and Uther, and then looking back at the pile of treasures and stuff. And I'm gonna go back to the pile of treasures, and I'm gonna actually take my time to go through it and see if there's the blood of a god in it.
Roll a d6.
6.
Noise.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Also, where are my skeletons?
Your skeletons are probably in this room here.
Okay, yeah, I will have them lingering near me. I'll actually direct them to be like.
You are digging through, and that's when you hear a screeching sound. And the moment that this the troll, the giant troll that's sleeping, its eyes snap awake.
Oh, shit.
You turn, and on the altar to the south, you see a smaller troll covered with scars, and it's clearly growing bigger in front of you.
I am going to quickly move as close to the corner of the wall as possible.
I think this is where we'll roll initiative.
Oh, fuck.
Let me clear everything here first. Okay.
All right, that's a D6, right? Plus agility.
Yeah, if you click on your token and you have your sheet open, there is a little button in the center column for initiative.
I know, but I'm old school.
If you want to be old school, I'm happy to manually add you.
I have a 7.
Okay. 7. I've got Carl, I've got Ulf, I've got Heria.
Oh no, am I really?
Yeah, go ahead and eat them.
I need Decrepit one. I need Uther.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong die. I rolled a 20.
I hit the initiative button in the character sheet, and I don't know why that didn't work.
You gotta click your character first before you do that.
I see. It says you rolled a 2. I can add that.
I have a 7. And my skeletons have a 6.
There you go. Perfect. Oh no, I am first. Oh no.
Let's see if the monsters go first. I rolled a 4, which means you go before them.
Hey.
Okay. There's a massive troll that's covered with necklaces and gold all over its horns, and then there's a smaller troll.
So
it looks to be its baby. It also is wearing like a single like gold necklace that looks like maybe the big troll gifted it to them.
So baby has a gold necklace too.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so cute. And we get
Okay. Here's my question, and you know, if I need to roll presence to do so, would Carl put any kind of importance to said necklace?
You're you don't have line of sight on that little guy.
No, I don't.
I am the only one that does, aren't I?
Yeah.
No.
No, Uther.
Yeah,
walked
Uther's
in there
the only
with
one
you.
that really can. No, I'm not in there. I'm back with you.
Oh yeah, hurry on, Uther. Sorry. Yep, you're right. Oh boy.
So I can't see it either. Okay.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I'm going to run behind everybody. I'm going to get behind the most behind person.
The skeletons?
If that's who it is, then I will get behind the skeletons.
Okay.
And I will be taking. Now, if I remember correctly, at the end of the last episode, I specifically asked if I could use my poison to then poison my weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Would it still be poisoned?
What's your weapon?
The stick and nails. I use that red poison to poison it.
I think that your poison, you swung it at the zombies.
I did.
So I think it might have washed off on the zombies.
Okay. So I'm out of potions. So I will I will use this turn to literally do fucking nothing. I will wait till Is there such thing as like holding your action until something happens, like waiting till something? But I don't think there is, right?
I don't think
it's like,
so.
I will just fucking do nothing. I will sit there and wait till something happens, and then when it comes back around, then I'll figure out what I need to do. Because
the curse of going first.
I mean, let's be honest. Carl's kind of a scaredy cat.
Heria.
I am moving out of the way because I am trying to tame this thing. I am not trying to hurt it, and it is obviously very upset.
Okay, you step out of the way. You want to try and tame this thing.
Yes.
How are you going to do that?
You know, not always the smartest cookie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can see that this Troll King is very agitated.
Yes.
So
So Rob's immediate reaction to your it's agitated. Oh yeah, it fucking is.
Astute. You have sized up the situation accurately.
Yes, I have. I am just going to kind of like keep my back against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Hands up.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to continue to just like talk it down. like very, very soft, soothing words.
Mhm,
Very ASMR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just
Decrepit one.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Does it look like what anything Harry's having is effective? Doing is effective.
This thing is snapping awake, and it's like starting to stand up, and it's howling its head off.
Okay, so it's completely ignoring her.
Harya has dipped around the corner, so you can't even really see what she's up to right now.
So, but it's not making like it's not visibly like. Wait, what?
Right.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use my power. I'm gonna use Book of Burning Blood.
Okay.
And summon my blood berserkers. So you see the decrepit one slice open his hand, slap it together, and start chanting in a arcane language. I pass my presence test. I have a 17.
Okay.
So I summon 2 blood berserkers, which is the max I can summon. And
this is separate from the skeletons you summoned?
Yes. This is my esoteric hermit power.
I need to roll something special in this room that I'm going to roll now.
Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't happen.
Okay.
Okay.
So I successfully summoned, without dealing damage to myself, 2 blood berserkers.
Okay.
And they do not attack me.
That's good. I think for people that are just joining us, kind of need to know they're coming from like a blood
They
hell.
come from the blood a blood hell dimension.
Yeah.
They're just angry berserkers that I can summon for the duration of the combat. And they can also, if I roll a 5 or 6, they attack me instead of whoever I want them to attack. And I'm going to direct them and the skeletons to go after the troll. So all 5.
Big troll or little troll?
I can't see the little troll. Or is that like a grate? Is that door that's south of me a grate, or is it solid?
This door, you see that it's cracked open, and that was what like the troll caught like a glimpse of you.
Oh, okay.
As you were digging through this.
So I do know it's there. Cool. Yes. I will actually send them all at that one to prevent it from coming in and helping the bigger one.
Okay.
So they just all through that door. All 5.
Red, blue, green, red.
This is gonna be bad.
It's gonna be a lot.
It's gonna be bad. Welcome to Mork Borg.
Might I say, I love summoners. Honestly,
in this game, I realized that in this game, summoners are bad news. Like summoning monsters really changes the action
the whole
economy.
Dynamic. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like sort of like your hit point pool. They just decided that if you're a summoner in this game, you are not balanced.
You fuck things up. Yep, apparently. I could have died in a strong breeze during our first session, but boy, did I kill a lot of stuff.
It's like playing a sorcerer in Diablo 1.
It's the epitome of glass cannon.
These skeletons have 7.
Yeah. And I think the berserkers have 8 hit points.
Oh, the berserkers have 13.
Oh, hey, well, look at that. Fly, my pretties.
Right?
Fly.
I just
Literally
saw
more
Vin's
than
face.
regular hit point, like regular player hit points.
Yeah, that's why, like, if I roll a 5 or 6 on that summoning die,
they will fuck us up.
They literally, no, only me.
Okay, yeah.
They'll literally just swarm me, just make me mulch, and then just poof back to their dimension.
Mulch?
Yeah.
Great.
They mulch me. Like, I'll look like I went through a wood chipper.
See, the fun thing is,
emerging from the bed where the decrepit one had plucked all of these bones, you see that the bed, like a knife, tears open from inside the mattress and pulls it out. And as it does, blood is exploding up out of this bed, showering the room, filling it with this torrent. And climbing up out of the mattress are two berserkers who are head to toe covered in red. They emerge out and they run over to the decrepit one, and you really aren't sure for this moment. Are they just gonna kill this guy? But then they each like headbutt him once, and it appears to be a gesture of respect. And then they both turn and they face this door and the little troll down here. The skeleton's fallen behind, and you see the decrepit one is completely surrounded by an army of the undead. It's your turn, Ulf.
They have everything taken care of. I don't see why I have to do anything. Something over there. I can't say sonorous for some reason. That ASMR. And that just happened, so they're not gonna do anything.
You're just like,
Okay.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
What are your skeletons doing, decrepit one?
Also going with the blood berserkers to attack the small troll.
Okay.
I'm sending all 5. The skeletons and the 2 blood berserkers, all 5 heading towards that guy, because I don't want him joining in, and I figure like if they can take him out quickly, then they can join us.
Yeah, they rush in, weapons clanging, and they surround him. And as they're hacking, you see that they're tearing pieces off of this lesser troll, and it's growing back. And every time he grows back, his muscles are getting bigger and bigger. But he appears to be an absolute coward, and as he's losing pieces of his flesh, he starts screaming and running out of the chapel past the pews, and your skeletons and your berserkers are chasing it.
Oh, then I'm gonna pull them back.
The fury is upon them.
Okay.
And they are disappearing out the hallway, chasing this thing, trying to kill it.
And that's the little one, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I dig it. It's one less.
Yeah, but we just lost our backup.
True.
Yes, you lost your backup, and it is standing here looking at Haria, looking at you, Uther.
Look, time to die edition. Let's go.
Do this. Rapid fire.
It's swinging a fist at you, Uther. Make an agility test. Your test is 2 lower because of the stiffness of this troll skin, which is like a medium armor.
Ooh, nice.
Or two more difficult. I'm sorry.
So it's now a -4.
It just
okay, so
increases the DR.
So technically, the difficulty is up from 12 to 14, and you are -2.
Oh God! Never mind. Not nice. The opposite of what I thought was happening.
Okay, that's a 10. So an 8.
Yeah, this thing, a giant fist slams down upon you. For 13 damage.
Oh, Uther!
Did Uther just get squicked?
You take 4 less damage, or you take 1d4 less damage from the troll skin.
Can you survive?
I'm dead.
How many hit points do you have?
12.
Roll a d4.
You might live.
You might live. You might live.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, you only take 10 damage.
My God.
Yeah, the troll sees that you're wearing its old skin. It hears its little baby screaming and running away, and it looks like it's trying to just eliminate all the threats and run and protect its child. It slams a fist down upon you, and it would flatten you, but this new hide is like holding your body together.
So it's like knocks Uther out of the way and is going to go charge after the other one.
Looks like it. It knocks Uther back into Ulf, and then starts trying to flee. It goes down into this through this big hole and the sewage. The sewage is splashing up, and it's like in the altar room here.
Cool.
Carl, you're up.
God dang it! Why me of all people right now?
Because it's come back around to the top, and it's you, pal.
Oh, well, I know how the game works. Carl will run at it and haphazardly throw his right femur as a weapon towards it.
Okay.
Just like not pop his own. Mind you, if you're just now tuning in, he doesn't pop his own right femur out. He has a right femur as a weapon.
And I have the left femur.
And he will Cubone throw this thing at the creature.
Okay.
And yeah. So we're gonna go right
Cubone,
femur.
the most tragic of Pokemon.
Really, truly.
Yes.
That is a 12.
Yeah, 12 hits.
2 damage as it bonks him on the head.
Bonk. Sorry, why is that so funny?
Donk.
It scratches him, and you see the wound immediately reseals.
Oh, great.
But he
Carl-
squints at you. And you remember a rumor from the taverns before you descended in here that a troll never forgets a wound.
Oh no, Carl immediately regrets everything he's done. Carl sees it like turn and squint at him, and he immediately just like shrinks.
He's like, oop.
Yeah, he kind of just shrinks like, I'm sorry.
I have regrets. Harriet, you're up.
I'm running after the troll.
Okay.
That's it.
Decrepit one.
I am running over to the pile that it was sleeping on to see if there is the blood of a god in there somewhere.
Yeah, you're rummaging through the belongings here. All you smell is troll stink, and you look back over your shoulder over the sewage where Harriet's like holding up her hands, kind of like trying to assuage this great beast, and that's when you see the femur thunk hits him on the head, and then you see a couple of drops of blood slide down its cheek onto the altar, and it hits the altar, and then the wound seals, and suddenly you realize where this rumor of God's blood came from.
Huh. I'm just gonna follow out towards the altar. Then.
You trudge through the sewage towards the altar.
Yep.
Ulf.
Boy, howdy, you caught me mid-search. I have a thing called the snakeskin gift, and I would like to, give my dagger a little chuck.
Okay. What? Tell me more about this. What is this?
Okay. An expensive sandalwood box bound in snakeskin. It contains a seemingly ordinary dagger wrapped in silk. The dagger does D4 damage, but on a 1, the target immediately dies of deadly poison seeping from the blade.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
We're just gonna.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, you open your
Fail.
expensive sandalwood box bound in snakeskin. You see this ordinary dagger wrapped in silk. You pick it up and you throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 16 hits.
Now the dice want to work.
Now they're like, yeah, let's do this. This is awesome.
Roll a d4.
That seems really cool. Let's do that.
A 4 though. Not
The
complete.
knife sinks into its eye socket and lodges into its head. However, the poison does not immediately kill it.
You win some, you lose some. In this case, an expensive dagger that I probably want back. So now, next turn, we're chasing it.
Uther.
How does catch your breath work? Is it something I can? Is it something I can like stay back and do while everyone else is?
Yeah, it's a very quick rest. Catch your breath, have a drink is probably if you have like a water skin on you. I think that you could take a couple moments here to do that and get some health back.
I'm gonna do that. I do have a
Okay.
water skin on me.
You take a second to catch your breath in the middle of the fight. Ulf, you're looking at this creature and you see that its back, it looks at first like silhouetted in your torch, it looks like a porcupine. But upon closer look, you see that many broken off spears, hafts of arrows, and swords are sticking in this thing's body. And you realize that your knife is probably just one more of its collection now.
Tracks.
It's taking one last action here. It's its turn. Harriet, it is staring you down. It's raising a fist.
I go, whoa.
Make a presence test.
Okay. God, okay. God, here we go again.
Let's see it.
D20 plus my presence, right? That's a dirty 20.
It raises a fist and eyes you suspiciously. And it looks like it's about to slam it down on you. And then it tears off out of the cathedral looking for its harried child.
Hey.
All is calm here. And Decrepit One, you walk over to the altar.
Yes.
And you see that the altar is soaked has been soaked many a time over and over again as you imagine some sort of dark clergy down here tried to sacrifice this troll time and time again. And every time they did, it grew bigger and bigger until it grew so big that they could no longer sacrifice it. And it sacrificed them.
Nice.
You stare at this altar and you realize that the dead god's blood here is actually the living creature that you just saw run after its only heir.
Quickly then,
Mm-hmm.
the blood that just splashed down onto the altar.
Mm-hmm.
But I potentially collect it in a vial.
I think that this will take an agility check. There are only a couple of drops, and I think that if you're uncareful,
Right.
You're just going to smear it further into this altar.
I'll try. I stretch a hand out towards Carl and I say, "Glass and vial, stop her in blood."
You just hear like Carl like opens his coat and like he's like nervously clinking because all he's thinking about is that last like eyeing that he got from that troll. Like, I'm gonna come back and kill your ass. And I'm like, here, take it.
Okay, and I take the vial and I very carefully try to collect some of the troll's blood in it. Dirty 20.
What?
I rolled an 18.
Hell.
You with the stopper and Carl's tools for herbology and potion making, you managed to get just the couple of drops that Carl extracted from this thing's head, with the right femur to your left femur. You get it into this bottle, and you stop it up, and you are free to leave this place.
Yeah. I collect the blood and I look at the rest of them and I'm just like, and I start scurrying towards the exit.
Uther's gonna eye the like empty troll nest and then like look at Ulf and kind of like
I wasn't going to make that joke out of character, but it's just, yeah, they little an eye and a quirk of the brow, and they just kind of meander on that way.
Back to the bushes.
We're just true troll skin wearers, hanging out on the troll blood altar, doing whatever comes naturally to us trolls.
Yes.
While they scurry, I'm still chasing after this troll. So y'all gonna leave me behind because I'm busy. I got things to do here.
You chase after the troll, and you chase it all the way out of the sewers, where it seems gone. You lose sight of it, and you hear it in the distance, mournfully howling for a child it cannot find. Dan, I need you to roll a d6 and then another d6.
Oh, goodness me. All right.
Uh-oh.
All right. So first D6 is a 2. And the second D6 is very incredibly another 2.
Verily.
Verily.
Verily a 2.
Over the coming days, you feel worse and worse as you succumb from your wound. Carl, the bite of the zombie kills you. You perish from a rapid infection. And Harria, you watch over trying to give Carl any sort of solace that you can. But the moment he dies, his body becomes thousands of grotesque maggots wriggling in a human shape. They spill all over the floor. And all across Galgenbeck, everywhere, the ground is pale with maggots. And a voice in your head says, "With his death comes the first misery." That's where we'll end tonight.
Fuck you, mysterious voice!
Amazing.
Awesome.
I thought Uther was going to be the first to go.
Damn.
Surprise!
Well,
my boy Carl.
And that, folks, was Treasure of the Troll King.
Carl!
The treasure was family all along.
Family.
The real treasure was dying of a zombie bite all along.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to Carrie and Comfort for rating us earlier. And we will be back next week with, I believe, a new scenario and a new Carl.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to figure out. We'll have to find out what that is.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll roll up a Scumbirther. You can roll up a character in one click, if you really want to, trust the dice. But if you want to,
I think it's in
put some
between
love into
sessions.
this one,
I think it's in between sessions. Maybe I'll put a little love into it.
Yeah, we'll put a little, so I can break your heart again.
Sure, of course.
Rob, what are we playing next week?
We've got options. We'll talk about it. We might bust out the adventure that is in the Mork Borg record.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
Down for that one.
The actual music record.
I just vote for that one.
And the alternative is we might go off book. I might write something.
I know there was a plan for that as well.
Yeah, we this one took a little longer than I expected.
Yeah.
So we might have to cut something if we want to make room for Cyborg. So we'll talk about it through the week.
We'll talk.
You'll see us next week with either this bad boy or some punishment of my own devising.
Something.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. This has been Mork Borg, Rites from the Holy Mountains. Make sure you check out our sponsors: Free League, Mork Borg, Die Hard Dice, 1985 Games, and Session Zero Clothing. And we'll be back in a week. Don't go anywhere.